This is right here. There's no name.
Nope.
It's very pretty. There's no name. It's just the mark. That's the flowers. Looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. Put stuff on pumpkins back here. Put their names and stuff on them. If there's anything you'd like to say to us, if you could tell us your name or a little something about you, possibly where you were born. This one looks like they've laid part of the... They've actually poured some of the concrete foundation for this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I swear it looks like something stepped in it. Looks like something's trampled around the fresh part of the grave, too.
Be up that stone thing up there.
Okay, now we were just informed that there's a tombstone actually found here in the cemetery dumped over the hill. So we're going to go check that out.
Down there,
Of course, I do understand that does look like something somebody made themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably did buy a new one because that looks like a homemade one.
Yeah. We're just here to get them. Don't mean any harm. So if you want to say anything, please go ahead and say it. Well, thank you.
Well, after going through the evidence that we collected at the graveyard, here's a few interesting things that we found. Now right here, we amplified this section. That's an odd sound. It's not necessarily an EVP, but it is interesting just in the fact that we don't understand what it is. Okay, now for the next one, we had a
tombstone actually found
very odd sound.
Over the hill. I'm going to go check that out.
And it's this area right here. Once again, I don't really believe this is an EVP, but it is an interesting sound. It's kind of a hard to describe. It's kind of a twit sound. Okay, now this one is a very interesting sound we had. I was discussing that there was a lot, it seemed like a lot of new burials. And we got this, we amplified this also. Which appears to say, "You are mean." For some reason I thought it was mean that I was mentioning there was a lot of new burials. Okay, now for the next sound. Really don't know what this is. Once again, I don't really believe this is an EVP, but it's interesting. It's kind of like a ch sound. Okay, and we have one more sound that we collected.
First of them, we're getting ready to leave, and if we've upset anybody by being here, we do apologize. We're just trying to come here to talk and hopefully communicate with someone.
As it appears to be in here, it's kind of an echo-ish sound, and once again, I don't believe this is an EVP. It is an odd sound. It's not anything that we actually recall while we were there. Okay, now while we were reviewing our video that we collected at the graveyard, we did catch a few interesting things. Here's a few of them. And once again, this is it's kind of a twip sound. It's almost like somebody threw something and hit possibly like a metal container. And once again, let's boost the sound on that a little bit. Okay, and we have one more sound here that we found on the video.
We'd be more happy to hear it. Oh, somebody.
And it it's kind of hard to describe. To me, it sounded almost like somebody with a really low, raspy voice saying something, or maybe somebody scratching on something hollow. But that's the evidence that we collected during our investigation. And actually, it's a little more than I expected to get. I am very puzzled by being told I was mean just because I was discussing there were a lot of new burials. That's actually somewhat surprising. Hi everyone, and thank you for watching our 2008 Halloween special. As you saw this year, we decided it would be interesting to go to a graveyard and try to get some EVPs and see what we could get out of that, especially since the Halloween time. We thought that felt like a reasonable subject. How do you think our investigation went?
I think it went well, very well. It was pretty cool.
One of the most disturbing things were we actually saw some of the tombstones, which actually looked almost handmade in concrete, but still to find them dumped over the hill. I'm assuming that whoever this was that made them, they had actually purchased a real tombstone, but in any case, it was an interesting investigation, and we hope to have more for you soon. So, thank you very much again, and I think that's a close for this year, don't you?
I think it's a very good closing.
Well, thank you everyone, and thank you for watching the 2008 Halloween special of the True Tales of the Supernatural. And until next time,